Hey, bub. This is Wolverine. You're watching Pro Teaches Noobs. This is OG Vegeta. Let's get the views to over 9,000! This is Ryuk. Watch, like, and subscribe, or die.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Pika.
And I'm reminded of that Simpsons episode with Steve Martin.
Which one?
It was the one where they were going for the garbage commissioner, and they had this whole the parody of the who can make this so the garbage man can.
Yeah, now they said
Yeah, and also they had was it Ramones or the Sting or some other band in that episode.
I don't know about that one, but and yes, there's a lot of Toxic Avenger here too.
Yeah.
But as I said in the last video, I'll repeat it here. When Aaron Lopresti told me when I had on my show a while back that this was done because DC were afraid they were going to lose the rights to Swamp Thing. So they wanted to have an alternative that could be used. Now, eventually they were able to keep Swamp Thing, and because so they didn't need this garbage man anymore. So they gave the rights to him. And,
yeah, kind of. Who created Swamp Thing originally?
Len Wein, I believe.
Oh, yo, Len Wein was the one, but there's the whole aspect of Alan Moore also wrote some parts of Swamp Thing, so it's kind of ironic thinking about that these guys got their characters back, but
yep, but yeah, it was
Alan Moore never got the Watchmen back.
Yep, Len Wein. Well, to be fair, the Watchmen, that's the specific agreement where he would give them back once it went out of print. Unfortunately, no one, not even DC, that's why I don't blame Warner Brothers or DC. No one expected it to become as big of a book as it is. And there's no way in hell they're going to just stop printing it just to give it to Alan. I'm sorry, Alan is a bit petty in that regard. What does he think they're going to do? Does he really think this is a book that is used in college courses? You really think they're going to just drop it so he can get the rights?
Yeah.
But and I will show it later on when we get to it, but there are some pages in here that were clearly meant with Batman in mind and are completely redrawn to remove him.
Yeah, we went over them behind the scenes.
Yep, and I'll show them when we get to it. So at least one in particular. But yeah, let's go over this one because this is a little the second part of our little indie comic, Weird World / Mike Gray's Adventures, base books. Well, because last time we did Tenga, now we're doing this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. He also looks a little like Metamorpho, doesn't he?
Yeah, we go Metamorpho, Swamp Thing, Grundy, and
Man Thing, and even a little bit of mineral vegetables. Oh no, whatever man.
Yeah.
Grundy.
Shows that you can create anything new by borrowing different aspects and remixing them into something original.
Right. Animal, vegetable, mineral man. A bit of that. So yeah, we have what happened? Where am I? It's so cold and dark. I can't see. Feels like dirt all around me. I can't breathe. No, I'm buried a lot. So once that see right off the bat, you can already tell they're trying to make it be like Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
I've got to get out. I've got to get free. What happened to me? I can't remember anything. Yep, it's pretty much like Swamp Thing. At least he's not hiding it. Is this blood? I'm completely covered in it. It won't come off. Wait, is that my voice? There's something wrong. Something wrong with me. Me? I can't even remember my name. I've got to find some help. That highway up ahead. I must have been in some kind of accident. If I can just clear my head, get my bearings. Man, I hate this trip. Every Saturday for the last month. Pick it up in Hazleton and drive at 150 miles to Murnau just to avoid the cops. Wait, what is that? Did I just hit someone? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what that thing is, but I ain't sticking around to find out. Ooh!
Joo.
That guy just...
I wonder how he's gonna explain how the car ended up.
Just say deer.
Yeah.
I hardly felt anything. It's just not possible. Did this gunk somehow protect me? Everything is so surreal. It's like it's not even really happening. Is that a syringe? Wait, the syringe. It's an HGH and derivative. There's more to it than that, but you get the gist. Okay, stop me if you heard this one before. The government contracts a chemical company, Titan, to develop a way to improve the performance of their military personnel. Oh, make superheroes out of soldiers. I know, it's a cliche. Of course, if someone would just get it right, we could all move on to something else. But I have to say, I am really close. Listen, please, this is just a mistake. Now, as you can imagine, when you're working on something that is environmentally unfriendly, and, well, let's just say it, illegal, it's difficult to find volunteers. It's even hard to get animals anymore. But if you start with a rat, inevitably, you have to move on to a human. So why not just cut to the chase? I really can't be too picky. Criminals, the homeless, people who won't be missed, if things don't work out, or in your case, someone who needs to be eliminated. Listen, please, I represent Titan. My law firm sent me here on their request. I know. Obviously, they feel you've developed a conscience and can't be trusted anymore. The details really aren't important to me. My work, that's the important thing. Now, I am not saying this will definitely kill you. It probably will. But remember, I did say I was just close. Once the main computer downloads your information from those leads attached to you, we'll know how close. If you don't die, it will definitely be a changed man, and probably not for the better. Please don't. And this should just take a minute to start working. There we go. Wow, I didn't expect that. Apparently, I'm going to have to rethink the balance of the compound. I did not want to spend all night going over this new data. As a frozen pizza night. That's really disappointing. I really thought I was closer than that. I guess it's back to formula again. Doctor? Hey, wait! Dr. Clive, what are you doing? I'm sorry, people. Mr. Morse's death has to look like an accident. If he dies in an explosion with a couple of Titan employees, it'll be more believable. I'm sure you've seen the movie. It's really too bad. I would have liked to study Morse's remains firsthand, but I guess the electronic data will have to suffice. Unbelievable. This takes forever to download. I'm going to have to upgrade those processors. Finally. Why do I have a feeling I'm getting a reanimator vibe from him?
Pretty much. I was also kind of thinking about the kind of scared, like Jonathan Crane kind of vibes. And he was also kind of at one point voiced by Henry Pollock. Or the or the guy who also was a reanimator.
Hold on.
Not in the original animated series, but in the DNBA
Jeffrey Combs?
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs.
I'm definitely getting Jeffrey Combs' vibe in his tone. Not his look, but his tone. Yes. Explosion. The white light and deafening sound, but then nothing. I remember being dead, but somehow still alive. It was like I was moving through water, but I wasn't really there. I could sense myself. I was free from my body. Then I became whole again. Here I am. This can't be real. It can't be happening. But it is. How long have I been like this? Months? Years? The answers are in there. They're the ones responsible for this, and I swear someone's gonna pay. And now this is one again where you have someone that was clearly meant to be, it's clearly meant to be Batman listening in.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was real. I saw it. I ran over it with my freaking car. It was some kind of mudman or something. I don't know. And dude, we're supposed to be selling this stuff, not using it. If Big Boss finds out you've been in the stash, you're dead. I'm not using it, man. It's not some dream I had. Go look at my car if you don't believe me. I don't like the color. It's a research lab, not your living room. The explosion took out half the lab. During the remodel, they had a chance to make a statement, and they totally blew it. Unbelievable. Maybe after the next explosion, you'll be put in charge of redecorating. Boom! Now I know what this arm can do. This hallway. Something familiar. It's right through this door, Mr. Morse. You guys have quite security set up here. There's a lot of important stuff going on. They don't tell us much, though. I suppose it's safer that way. Safer? The less you know around here, the better. Mr. Morse, I'm Dr. Clive, the head research chemist here at the Titan lab. I would shake your hand, but there's no telling what I've got on it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure you're busy, so I won't take up any more of your time than necessary. I have some questions my law firm wanted me to clear up on behalf of Titan Corps and Ivan Manchester. Quite frankly, this concerns the disposal of some toxic compound is not being handled correctly. Also, there's been a number of unexplained payments being made to Murnau officials coming out of this facility. Titan just wants to make sure I know exactly what Titan wants, Mr. Morse. However, I don't think you're quite as clear. Guards, hey, what is this? You want to know what goes on down here? You're about to find out firsthand. Huh? Are you kidding me? What is that thing? Just take it down. We'll get details later. Weird. I felt the gunshots. They didn't really hurt. Another question to be answered another time. I've got to find Clive right before more guards show. Wait a minute. I know you. You're going to give me another tour. Huh? And doctor, there is apparently some kind of disturbance on the main floor. That's why we have security, Carl. Get the primates, and I want to test this compound before dinner. Shouldn't we wait until we get some word from upstairs that it's safe? Carl, you are starting to annoy me. It's impossible for anyone to get in here without my clearance. We have the most advanced security system in the world. And I'd say your security's a little light. Recognize me, Dr. Clive? With your old patience. Come on, Doctor. You know I was someone who needed to be eliminated. Richard Morse? Incredible. Yeah, isn't it? Change me back or you're a dead man. Change you back? Are you joking? You're a masterpiece, a work of genius. The compound I ejected in you must have kept you alive even through the explosion. The remains somehow crafted with refuse and soil surrounding the explosion site. How long was that? 6 months? So it took time. But eventually your body reformed into a fully functional organic form. Obviously very powerful. I wonder what? Change me back! There's no going back around here. We're progressive. We only move forward. However, I would be ecstatic to add you to my collection. Are you completely soulless? I guess I am, if you believe in that sort of thing. I told you before, my work was everything. I can't let sentimentality keep me from progress. This is progress. This is genius. I don't expect a troglodyte lawyer like you to appreciate or even comprehend the importance of what you are seeing. Still, you are my most intriguing accomplishment, and I promise you a place of honor in my menagerie. But first, Mr. Morse, if I'm going to have to kill you again. Gentlemen, two! I saw this going differently.
Uppista keikkaa. There's is some dark comedy in that.
There is. Clive, you idiot! You destroyed my only chance! My only chance! Look out! The reactor's even been breached. Evacuate the area before it blows. Reactor? Oh, great. I've got to get out. I'm not going anywhere. I should be dead. This time, let's get it right. May God have mercy on my pathetic soul. Mr. Manchester, I just received word from the main laboratory facility. There's been another explosion. This one not planned. The first was Clive's brilliant idea, not mine. What did my myopic fool do now? Clive is dead. There's more and more. Our security may have been breached. What do you mean? By whom? Apparently, it's more of a what? Most of our surveillance cameras in this area of the compound were destroyed by the explosion, along with our data recovery capability. Those details are a bit sketchy. we're going to have to shut down the facility and move it to a better location. Foreign, if necessary. We can't keep paying off government officials to cover up our accidents out here. Agreed. This is the second explosion in 6 months. The EPA decides to turn on us and get involved. We could have serious problems. Keep this quiet. Retrieve what you can of Clive's research and get someone else working on it. I'm not losing that government contract. And find out who or what is in that photograph. This whole operation has been a mess since that lawyer got involved, and I want it cleaned up. He's the only one who knew anything, and we don't have to worry about Richard Morse anymore. Whoops! I gotta say, what do you think about Lopresti as a writer here compared to Maguire?
Well, this is more dark and serious. Yeah. And Kevin Maguire was a little more light-hearted with some serious moments.
One-sided! I'm still alive? Unbelievable. Apparently I can't be killed. And with Clive dead, I can't be cured either. The cleanup crew is still working. I can't have been out too long. Sun setting. Maybe just a day? 2 hours? I better clear out before I'm spotted. I had someplace to go. I don't even know what day it is. Or year. What did Clive say? 6 months? 6 months of my life gone. Who am I kidding? I've no life left. No. Wait. Tyson must have known what Clive was working on. There must be backup computer records. They weren't destroyed in the blast. Nope, Sally. I can go back to Murnau. I can go to the Titan headquarters and get help. Except they try to have me killed. They're not going to be extending a helping hand. I have power now. And if they're not going to help me, I can make them suffer for revenge. Is that all I'm left with? Could I really intentionally kill someone? Does it even matter anymore? There has to be someone I could go to if I could just remember. What did Clive call me? Richard Morse? That sounds right. Familiar. Yes, I was a lawyer. Wow, that's some colorful sunset. Sunsets. The smog must be thicker than I thought. You hate Murnau so much. Why do you live here? Hello, I work at Hayden, Ellis, and Langford, the biggest law firm on the East Coast. Last time I checked, you have to live here to do that. Besides, I don't hate Murnau. I just like to complain. It empowers me somehow. So you have the Titan account. Am I going to get a raise? Why? I didn't get one. You don't need one. Sam, I'm not going to give you a raise for an account you're not even involved with. Which brings up the next question. Why not? I've been your assistant for 3 years. I've worked on every one of your accounts with you, big and small. Why are you shutting me out on this one? Look, this is different. Titan's very protective of their information. I'm lucky they decided to trust me with this. You'll get your chance, Miss Collins, but not right now, all right? You're the boss, Richard. Mr. Morris. Oh, don't forget, Mr. Hayden wants to see you before you leave. Good night. Answer Collins, my friend. Carl Hayden. He's the head partner. You want to see me, Mr. Hayden? Yes, Richard. Come in. I'm a bit concerned about the memo you sent me. Your question about Titan's ethical behavior seems a bit out of character. They're our biggest client. Your job is to represent their interests, not judge the ethics of their business practices. This is not just questionable ethics. There could be serious criminal activity taking place. I'm sure if someone within the organization were jeopardizing the security of the company, Ian Manchester would want to know. Yes, of course. But our primary objective is to always protect and aid our client, not investigate them. Every major corporation has discrepancies, skeletons in their closet. A few have the money, power, and influence of Titan. There's something else, Richard. To be blunt, since your wife left, you've become different, soft. I'm worried you're losing your edge. When I gave you this account, I personally vouched for you to Ivan Manchester. I told him you were cold-blooded, Richard. I told him that nothing would keep you from defending and protecting his interests. I told him you were a man he could trust. Now I need to know, are you still that man, Richard? No, not a man. Not anymore. I was on to something. Can't remember exactly what, but Hayden wasn't exactly happy about it. Could he or Manchester be behind this? Clive was taking orders from someone. What did Hayden say about my wife? Was I married? Still foggy. Can't remember. I've got to find Samantha. She'll help me. I think if she didn't know what I was onto, they would have left her alone. Maybe she can fill in the blanks. Help me figure out what to do. All you have to do is find my law firm man. What the? Oh, I'm gonna be sick. This guy is ripped to shreds. Maybe partially eaten. What could have? Hank! Hank, where are you? If we don't find him before dark, we never will. Ralph, I think I see him over there. Oh, look, what does that look like?
Yeah, exactly what it's called.
Ralph, look, do you see it? It's Bigfoot.
Yeah, even the Bigfoot pose.
Do you have a camera? No, but if we kill it, we won't need one. Ralph, I think Bigfoot ate Hank. That's all I need is 2 good old boys with rifles hunting me down. I don't think they got a good look at me like it even matters. What could have done that? A bear? I don't hear them following. They must have found the body. Why are all these trees broken? A bear wouldn't have done this, would it? There's a pretty clear path here. Whatever killed that hunter went this way. What is that old saying? Curiosity killed the cat? Well, I can't be killed anymore. Hey, what is that? Railroad tracks. There must be a freight line that runs into Murnau City. That's my ticket back. I don't know how often trains run on these things, but I've waited 6 months. So what's another few hours? Or days? The bear unfolds.
Hey, is that you or me?
What?
You're kind of lagging. Is it my internet or your internet?
I don't know.
Am I lagging on your end?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check something. No, I don't have that much internet eating up things on my end. Oh, wait, I'm freezing.
Yeah.
Might be my end. Has this been happening the whole time?
No, it just started.
It just started. Okay. Am I fine now?
No, it's still the same. Hold on. Okay. Move.
Hello?
Okay, now it's all. Okay.
All right. Must have been a quick thing. All right. The bear hunt's over. This is a little bit more important. I'll leave you for someone else to find. So much for a few hours. I wonder when I ate last. I'm not even hungry. Maybe I don't need to eat anymore. That's convenient. Think of all the money I'll save. Wow, I'm hilarious. What was that? Great, those hunters followed me after all. Roar! Or not. So much for my bear theory.
Oh,
You're one of the creatures from Clive's lab, right? Listen, we're in the same boat here. Can you speak? I'm guessing that's a no. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I love the artwork here. Again,
Ooh.
both Aaron and Kevin are great artists in their own ways. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Ah, get off! I hardly felt gunshots, but big monsters take a chunk out of me hurts. Why? I've never been much of a fighter. I don't know what to do here. Maybe draw it in close to. Ah! My arm! I've got to get out of here before that thing tears me apart. I told you we shouldn't have gone after it. We've been out here for hours in the dark, and now we're lost. Did you hear that? I knew we'd find that thing. Come on. Wait. Let's just go back and get the cops like we should have in the first place. There ain't no cops out here, Ralph. Besides, we've got guns. And so did Hank, and look what happened to him. You could have brought up that point before we came out here. I thought it was obvious. Idiot rednecks.
Yeah.
It won't be long before that thing picks up my trail. I may be stronger than a human, but apparently just as vulnerable. Hey, wait a minute. My shoulder is drawing up the dirt and rocks. My arm is reforming, regrowing, sort of, so I can regenerate limbs just like after the explosion, as long as there's material to draw from. Maybe I'm not as vulnerable as I thought, at least not in the long run. Oh no, here we go again. Roar! I've learned my lesson. I'm not letting that thing get close enough to do anymore. Damn it! What happened? My arm. That thing ate my arm, man. All right, then. I'll put you out of your misery. Aww. I feel bad for the creature now.
Yeah, it was like maybe driven by its animal instincts, and now it's suffering.
Yeah. Which way did you say the truck is? Chuck, is that your Bigfoot? It seems more bubbly and steamy, but yeah, I guess so. Good, then we can get out of here! No, not only am I a monster, I'm also toxic. Great. Who's going to help me at a risk of their own life? I've been in contact with other people, and they didn't melt or mutate. Of course, they didn't try to eat me either. I'll have to be cautious, at least until I know for sure. Back to waiting on the train, I guess. Maybe this time in peace. Can't help but wonder how many more of Clive's monsters are running around out here. That's a pleasant thought to keep me occupied. That was the first thing I've killed, and first time I've killed anything. It's a lab-created monster. Oh, so am I. But if it was once a man like me, but I had to kill it. I had no choice. Like I don't have enough problems. Now I have guilt. I'm so good, and and the good news is you'll always be forgiven. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Of course, a guy your size probably isn't worried about someone like me. He's in the shadows. Big and shy. You don't have to hide, friend. You're not the only one who could use a bath. That's not why I'm hiding. Well, if you're in some kind of trouble, I've been down that road myself. I doubt it. Sorry, didn't mean to pry, I guess. I come by it naturally. I'm a pastor, you know, a preacher. I'm embarrassed to say I've spent some time in prison. When I got out, I started reading the word again, really for the first time. Finally found the truth in Christ and my salvation. Great. Are you going to pass the collection plate? Ha! No, I don't operate like that. You should be able to tell by looking at me. I minister to a community of people living under the states of Murnau. People like me who, by their own choice or unfortunate circumstances, have nothing left. It's a refugee for those with no place else to go. A place where a man can find himself and start over. Live under Murnau? Secretly? The authorities know we're there, I suppose. But I think they're just happy that we're not up on the street. We don't cause any trouble, and they don't bother us. So what are you doing out here on this train? I like to get out every month or so, see if I can find someone who needs help or someplace to go. It's really amazing. You never know who you're going to run into. It sounds like I got a chuck out of you. My name is Joshua, but everyone just calls me Reverend. What's yours? What's your name? What can I call you? My name? They're calling me what? Garbage man. Why? I don't get it. Because you take every case and client you can get your hands on and to get ahead. You know, the good ones along with the garbage. Not very flattering. It's not supposed to be. You know, Patterson and the rest of them are just jealous. You outwork them, and Hayden's taking notice. You're stepping over them, and they can't stop it. Did you expect them to like it? I don't really care if they can't keep up. That's their problem. Exactly. You don't call me that, do you? Only behind your back. Garbage man. Unbelievable. Garbage man. Garbage man? It fits now more than ever. All right, then. Nice to meet you, garbage man. Don't come over here. You won't like what you see. My friend, I've been in prison, and I've lived in and under Murnau City for most of my life. Believe me when I say there's nothing I haven't seen. I was wrong. You don't want me to join your commune? Look, I have no idea what you've been through, but if there's some way I can help you, my home is yours. You should be able to tell by looking at me that we're not really big on appearances anyway. You're not some sort of supervillain. Not yet. You feel that? The train's slowing down. We're probably going into Ingalls, a small town about 30 miles out of Murnau. They always stop here and inspect the train, but they know me. Of course, you might be a little hard to explain. I've got to get off. I can't risk being seen again. Can you do me a favor? Of course. What is it? Samantha Collins. She's a paralegal at Hayden Ellis and Langford. Please tell her garbage man is still alive. Tell her to trust no one. I'll be in touch. You got that? Got it. It's tough going through and it's tough going through the woods for about the first 10 miles. Follow the river. It will take you right to Murnau. Hey, Rev, what were you in for? Come see me in Murnau and I'll tell you. Baby, God bless you or your journey, my friend, and may you find the help you need. Okay, now this one I'll show after I read through it. The congesting group known as the nightclub. Silly putty midnight and night and silly putty midnight. Not exactly. A strange mixture of soil toxins and organic tissue. I scraped this sample off the fender of a car some drug-running punk was driving. He was rambling about some kind of mud man. Maybe you finally discovered Bigfoot. Unlikely. I've never seen anything like it. It's actually living. Sort of. Gross. A bunch of small-timers have been bringing in shipments of drugs by car from Hazleton to avoid detection. It hasn't worked. Obviously. Their route takes them straight up Highway 19, right past Titan Pharmaceutical Research Facility. There have been 2 explosions out there in the last 6 months. The most recent one only 2 days ago. Okay, so there's a connection. So what's our move? I want to dig in a little deeper into this. I have a feeling it will turn up more than just dirt. And hold on.
So the Batman replacement and those other characters, are they explored or explained who they are also?
Yeah, yep. They do. They have other stuff here.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find where it is again. Here we go. As you see here. And of course, apparently that guy was a scarecrow lackey in this one. I find that interesting.
Yeah.
And of course here he says like Clayface baby. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. There we go. A similar line though.
Yeah. Batman Incorporated costume.
Well, yeah, because this was 2011. This is right. What's this? Right. This is right before
the New 52.
Yeah, because one of the covers has hold on. The very first cover was when they did that whole this one.
Yeah.
The logo with the character.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
This is when they did that. That's when this came out.
Yeah.
And then the new one started here around the time of New 52, I believe.
Yeah, doesn't say month, but maybe it's in the spring or summer.
Exactly. But I gotta say,
or late winter.
It's obvious why he redrew it. But I gotta say, I like how he went the extra mile with it.
Yeah.
I mean, like this was an overall. This was a complete redrawing, not just like that first one where it was just a tweak.
Yeah.
See again?
Yeah.
My dad did this. Well, well, he's not really my dad. His name is Ron. I didn't want my mom to marry him. He was mean to her, and now he's mean to both of us. Mom says he's mostly a jerk when he's been drinking. I think he was always a jerk. Sorry. Like I had to tell everyone. It was a kid. I had to tell everyone I fell down the stairs. We don't even have stairs. I don't want to go home anymore. Can I stay here with you? Another monster.
Yeah.
No! What the? Leave my friend alone! Listen, kid, he's not your friend. He's a dangerous monster. He's not a monster. You are! What? No, I'm... Help! I'm thinking! Help me, Mossy Man! And Charlie's gone again. So go find him. You're a kid. You go. I'm not going out in that bug-infested forest. Get up off your lazy drunk butt and go find him. Well, and you better not touch him. Or what? Or I'm calling the cops. Yeah, I'll make sure I show him where you stash your weed. You're garbage. Do us all a favor and blow your brains out with that stupid shotgun. I don't want to be a mom. I don't want to be married to that monster. I deserve better than this. Oh!
This kind of parents.
Yep. I've got to save that kid. That thing is strong. I have to get up. Help that kid. Oh, no. It's going to kill the boy. I've got to. Thanks, Mossy Man. You're my best friend. Wow. Maybe I'm not the only thing out of that lab with some trace of humanity left. Listen, kid, I was wrong about your friend. What'd you call him? Mossy Man? Does Mossy Man talk like me? Not the way you do, but we kind of understand each other. Who are you? Just another monster that lives in these woods. Cool! Mossy Man, you were in Clive's lab. Do you remember? I saw you there before the explosion. Were you a man before he did this to you? Do you remember? Holy! Charlie, get out of the way! Listen, I know this looks weird, but just calm down. No, stop it! I told you to get away from that thing, you stupid! Please stop, you'll hurt him! Mossy Man! No! Oh, I'm so glad you're alive. We're gonna stay together forever. You can live with me. Mom doesn't let me have friends over because of Ron. He was more upset about Mossy Man.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. I guess what my mom says is true. Everyone always gets what's coming to them. I want a divorce. What? Why? Is that a joke? We don't even have a relationship anymore. Your total focus on your career, not on me, not on us. I'm doing this for us. I finally got this Titan account. This is for our future. Give me a break, Richard. You're doing it for you. It's always about you. It's never been about us. Ever. Listen, Catherine, please. It's too late, Richard. I'm through. But look on the bright side. Now you never have to come home. You can just stay at work with your girlfriend. Samantha's just my assistant. I've told you there's nothing going on. She's just a friend. My only friend. Excuse me, ma'am? I was wondering if I could bother you for. I'm sorry, I don't carry any cash. No, you misunderstand. I have something for you. A friend of yours asked me to tell you something. I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget it. What is this? Richard? All right, who? Where'd he go? Oh, what is she doing? Nothing. She's just talking to some vagrant. Are you worried about her? Listen, Silver, you people can't keep killing my employees. I just we're worried. No, it's been 6 months. She doesn't know anything. Richard never let her in on the Titan account. See, I'll trust your judgment, Hayden. For now, Richard Moss was your mess that we have to clean up. Now that he's dead, he'd better stay buried. Sometimes I feel like I have nothing to live for. Why would you say that? You screwed up my marriage, personal relationships, everything that's supposed to be important. All I have left is this. As some people call this success. Unfortunately, happiness and success rarely go hand in hand. Usually end up sacrificing one for the other. Look on the right side. You're batting 500. I have something for you. Who? What? Richard, thanks for always being there, for being my only friend. Well, Richard, you shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. But seriously, you can always count on me. Always. Samantha.
I like to believe that he was intending to give that to his wife before the divorce, and he thought, well, might as well.
Exactly. Aw, Richard, you can't still be alive, can you? Hard to move. Too weak. That's better. Where am I? Murnau City. Finally. Great. Now what? Hold on, let me double check if this was meant to be Gotham.
Probably was.
I just want to double check.
Yeah. Or if not Gotham, then some part of Gotham, or some different part of Gotham, like maybe not East End or Narrows, but some part with the homeless living underground.
Yep, Gotham. It's meant to be Gotham.
Yeah.
And yes, he even overhauled it here too. No dumping. Look how well that's done.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name, amen. Gotta stay awake. Thank you, Reverend. Keep your faith, sister. Things will get better. Hey, Rev, will there be any food tonight? Heading up top in a while. I have a bakery that promised me some leftovers. Looking good. Gotta do something about the light down here. Where's that lighter? Some things are better left unseen, Reverend. Oh, I'm just told you. Hello, Reverend. I decided to take you up on your offer. How did you find her? I may live down here, but I have people up top who know what I am trying to accomplish. What? What?
Looking at inks by some other Matt Ryan.
Yep, we've seen that name a couple times before already.
Yeah.
Yep. What I'm trying, and are always willing to help when I need them. So, what did she say? She seemed shocked, but I didn't stick around. What now? I have to talk to her. I've got to get her. I got to get her to help me. To do what? Are you looking for justice? Revenge? I don't know. I want my life back. What does God have to say about that? Suffering and testing are part of our human experiences. Jesus wasn't exempt from it. Why should we be? There's always a reason for it, even if it isn't immediately evident. There is a purpose for you, my friend. Of that I'm certain. Sounds like a sermon your congregation would appreciate. So where are they? There's a fairly large community out here at times, but there are ways back. This is my shortcut to get up top, as obviously you discovered. Yeah, but a guy could get lost down here. Ironically, some people get found down here down here. At least that's the hope. But you're right. The light of the world and doesn't provide that and the practical light that electricity would. I would like to get more lights up, but I just don't have the resources. That's why I try to keep the people together in one central area. We're still in Murnau City, and there are a lot of dangerous things up top that could easily find their way down here. Hey, Rev, where are you? I thought maybe you could use some help getting the food. Rev, is that you? Come on now, who's playing with me? You're wasting your time. I don't scare easy. Yeah, when you've been through what I have, you. No! Richard Ethan Morse. So he was killed alongside with 2 lab technicians in the first explosion at Titan Research Facility. His remains were the only ones not recovered. He was a lawyer for Hayden, Ellis, and Langford, the law firm that represents Titan Pharmaceuticals. Will was one of their lawyers doing in the chem labs and with 2 techs. Is that rhetorical? Because I have no clue. It gets more interesting. The cleanup was handled in-house by Titan. No EPA or governmental inquiry. Same scenario with the explosion 5 days ago. How they manage that? I'm not sure, but out of Murnau City jurisdiction, apparently both incidents were handled by the police in Hazelton. Convenient, but how does it all that tie to your mud man? I'm not sure, but the answers start with Hayden, Ellis, and Langford. More specifically, Morse's former assistant, Samantha Collins. Miss Collins? Do I know you? I'm here to take you to the garbage man. Listen, this has gone far enough. I want to know who put you up to this. Your friend needs your help. I was asked to take you to him. Please come with me. It's not far. All right, let's go. He's just down here. What is this? If you think I'm going to go and walk down there, you're crazy. Samantha, please. It's me, Richard. No, you're not Richard. I know his voice. Why are you doing this to me? Samantha, please listen. I know this must be hard. I was injured badly in the explosion. I'm not the same. I'm not like I was. I need your help. I don't believe any of this. If you're Richard, prove it. Come out so I can see you. You wouldn't recognize me. I'm through with this. I'm leaving. Wait, remember what you told me when I gave you that pendant? You told me I could always count on you. What? How did you? Richard, you are alive. I guess you can't keep a good man down. Richard, I can't believe it. How? What happened? Samantha, wait. Don't come any closer. What's wrong, Richard? What's going on? Where you been? Listen, it's complicated. But someone at Titan tried to have me killed. Hayden might be involved too. I don't know yet. What? Why would they want to kill you? Titan has military contracts. The research involved with being conducted illegal. Someone was paying off local officials and the EPA to stay away. I don't have all the details. My memory's still foggy. And that's why you wouldn't let me work with you on the Titan account. You were protecting me. Yes, but I need your help now. I need to see you first, Richard, so I can know all this is real. Sam, you don't understand. It's not the same. The explosion destroyed the Richard Morse you know. You knew. I'm a monster. Please, Richard, it doesn't matter. What happened? Let me help you. Samantha! What was that? So, the Mudman lives. Who the hell are you? And let me double check who this was supposed to be. I have a feeling the Metal Man.
Ja.
Hold on, let me check.
Ja, or Metamorpho. Or...
Nope, it's just Batman on this one.
Uh-huh.
So I guess he really just wanted to expand everything.
Ja.
You can talk. Good. What is this? Who are you? We're known as the nightclub. What's that supposed to be? Just stay down. I have some questions I want answered. Listen, I don't know what part of stay down was unclear. I'm having a really crappy day, so back off. Oh, wow. Hey, I'm really sorry. I don't make a habit of hitting women, stone or otherwise. Are you serious? Well, I have no problem laying out a mud man. It's garbage. Go! Metal, hold up. Yeah, Metal. Truth. I'm Mr. Midnight. My associates go by Metal and Sculpture. As I mentioned, we call ourselves the Nightclub. We defend this city against evil. We need your help. What do you know about the Titan Research Facility? Plenty. You ever heard of Richard Ethan Morse? I am Richard Morse. Was. Interesting. Look at this. A junction box. I wonder if I could tie in. Reverend, please, you gotta help me. Whoa, calm down, brother. What's wrong? I can't sleep. It's too dangerous. You gotta help me stay awake. I don't understand. Who's after you? Police? No. Can't you see? Bad things happen when I go to sleep. People get hurt. It's okay. We'll find you a safe place to rest. Everything will be... Are you insane? Get you what I'm saying? If I go to sleep, the monster comes out. That's as much as I know, or at least can remember. No doubt, even Ivan Manchester is corrupt. This might be what finally brings him down. I have nothing on Hayden, but your hunch is probably right. Someone at your firm is involved, and Hayden is the obvious choice. But can you help me? I don't know yet. I've done some preliminary work, but I'm going to need more time and a bigger sample. If you don't mind, do you know if I'm toxic? These color spots are chemical deposits, probably toxic. But from what I can find, they're not radioactive. I can avoid any prolonged contact with unprotected skin. I would avoid prolonged contact with unprotected skin, though. Ingestion would be a really bad idea, but I doubt you'll have to worry about someone trying to eat you. You'd be surprised. So what am I supposed to do now? For the time being, stick with the Reverend and stay out of sight. How did you know? It's our city, Morse. It's our job to know. I was thinking that you're, never mind.
Kind of think about it. That was a daytime scene, so Batman would have been out in the daytime.
Yep.
Maybe it was changed to maybe late afternoon or late evening or early morning to make it more sense why Batman would be out at the time.
Exactly. Hold on, let me just double check one other thing. Like, what issue would be up to? This is issue. Okay, so we're almost through.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much longer we can trust Hayden. He seems to be showing signs of regret. Fortunate. I think it's time we create our own legal department. Keep everything in-house. We'll be able to avoid these problems in the future. Agreed. We'll have to eliminate all records and correspondence with Hayden and the firm. We can't let any trails that lead back to us, including Hayden. I'll see to it immediately. Mr. Silver, I want this handled professionally. No explosions, no mistakes this time. I want this trail dead and buried permanently. If Midnight thinks I'm going to just hang around and relax while he's off doing his thing, I need to find a way to get to Hayden and get some answers. Samantha looks like a lost cause. I don't even know if he'll keep quiet about me. So I'm going to have to move fast. I'm going to need a plan. Maybe the Rev can help me with some of his. Run! Get out of here! People, help! What's going on here? Get back. It is our home and we are under the protection of God Almighty. You have no power here. Rev, is that you? Rev! Rev, can you hear me? Are you all right? Rev! Run. What? How am I supposed to fight when I can't see? Does toxic mean flammable? Rev, your lighter. Yes, here. Whoa. Oh boy.
Huh.
All the places have a flat tire. Need some help? No, I already called roadside assistance. They should be any minute. Then I guess I'll have to hurry. There goes Hayden. I learned my lesson last time. Strike first before you get your arm ripped off. Yeah, that's right. There's more where that. How does that taste? That's gotta hurt. Now to get some distance so I can finish the chemical reaction. Watch out for the tail. The tail. Good thinking, Rev. Rev, you mind telling me what thing was? And don't tell me someone flushed it down the toilet. Oh, homeless with child. Please help. Oh, God bless you. I'm happy to help. Now maybe you can help me. So she calmed down.
Yeah, obviously there was bound to be a reaction, and then deal with it, and then calm down, and then
Be like, like he needs my help, I'm gonna help him.
Yeah.
He's not where I left him, so I don't know, but we have to find him. I'm sorry, but I still can't believe this. The guy goes to sleep and monster magically appears? Seriously? All I know is what he said. I would think the fact that we were attacked by some sort of dinosaur thing would lend some credence to his story. I'm surprised you of all people would be skeptical of something fantastic. There's nothing magical about me. I'm just good old-fashioned science gone wrong. Well, I obviously believe in demonic influence, but nothing like this. Nothing that manifests itself in a physical presence. It's just not biblical. Maybe this is like you. Science gone wrong. Wait. And no. Clive. Who's Clive? The lunatic that did this to me. He was involved in all sort of criminal experimentation. He said he used homeless people. Wait, do you hear that? It sounded like someone. No, stay back! Richard, where are you? Help! Reverend! And what do you want? Leave us alone! Down, boy! Samantha, what are you doing here? I came to find you. I'm sorry I ran away. I was scared. I didn't know what to think. Believe me, I'm glad you came. But my priority right now is keeping all of us alive. Come with me. It's not safe here. You're the one who gave me the note. Hopefully you'll have time to catch up, and we'll have time to catch up later. Let's go. And running won't help any of us. I tried to warn you, but now it's too late. I want to know who you are and what's going on. You're one of them. I'm not one of your monsters. I'm a good monster. Then do what's right. Kill me while you can. What? No! You must, don't you see? They're oncoming, and I can't stop them. I'm a doorway to another place. When I slept, the doorway opened. But now they figure out how to come through when I'm awake. Don't you see? The doorway has to be closed before it's too late. I'm not going to kill you. Maybe we can stop all of this. What happened to you? I don't remember. Imagine yourself as a doorway to another dimension. I placed a transmitter in your brain. That will act as a homing beacon and a transporter. It turns out the key to opening interdimensional doors is the organic human element. Who would have thought? If my theory is correct, your life energy will draw out other life energy. Now let's put you to sleep and see how it works. Please destroy the door. What? I warned you. Now it's too late. It's too late. Rev, get the people out of here. I'll try and hold them off. Come on, let's go. Hurry. We can't leave Richard down here. There's no time to argue. There's no time. I have to do something. There we go. Hopefully my stone arm will insulate me. Yep. Get ready to run. Richard, get out. Don't worry about me. The door must be closed. Hell is not the time to start thinking, getting ideas. You know you should be embracing this. Actually, you should be grateful. Samantha, people are dying. You are a worthless vagrant, and out of my own benevolence, I've given your life meaning. Richard, I only exist to hurt others. You exist for the greater good of man. Don't fight it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Anyway, well short of dying, we're not going to let that happen. You're no good to me, Dad. No, I'm only good if I'm dead. Whoa, what just happened? He closed the door, saved us all. May God finally give him rest. Believe me, I understand. I want to help you however I can. I wanted to tell you how much I care for you, how much I loved you. But you were married, and I wanted to do the right thing. I was so happy when your life left. I know that sounds horrible, but I thought we finally had a chance. But then you died. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. The one time I tried to do the right thing, look what happened. Guess my one good deed wasn't enough to make up for all the bad. Maybe it doesn't even matter anymore. It does matter. So do you. Thank you, Garbage Man. Thank you for fighting for us. God knows no one else would have. We're going back up top. Let everyone know it's safe to come back. I'll also let them know if all the monsters are gone. There has to be a way, Richard. There has to be a way to stop Titan and change you back. Listen, maybe if you go to Hayden, we can't count on our old employer. Hayden's dead. He was shot and killed last night. What? There's more. You remember Caleb Silver, Ivan Manchester's right-hand man? He basically pulled tight to the account from our law firm. When I came in this morning, the computers were completely white, clean. No records, no emails, no nothing. Not a single piece of paper ever connecting us to Titan Pharmaceutical. Paper? Wait, There is a trail. I made a copy of all the incriminating files, all the illegal activities. And now we have leverage. Where is it? Good question. Come on, Richard, think. It had to be someplace no one would think to look. I had it in a car. Your car, under the driver's seat. Because I figured if something happened to me, you would eventually find it. You obviously have no idea how often I clean my car. It should still be there. Good. I think I have a plan. Mr. Silver, Samantha Collins from Hayden, Ellis, and Langford is on line 1. Miss Rogers, we no longer have any association with them. She said there was a paper trail that you might be interested. This is Silver. How can I help you? This is Samantha Clark. I was Richard Morse's assistant. You probably don't remember me, but I'm sure you remember him. Afraid not, Miss Collins. Let me refresh your memory. He was in your private legal counsel. He died mysteriously in an explosion at your research facility. I have no record of a work relationship with anyone in your firm, and I am afraid nicer to you. Interestingly enough, Richard made a paper file of all of his dealings with you. Some really interesting stuff in here. Incriminating, catastrophic stuff. What do you want? What everyone wants, Mr. Silver. Money. 5 million cash. I'm sure you are aware, Miss Collins. Blackmail is against the law. So is a murder. Care to see what crime the feds are more interested in? 11 tonight at 10 in Benedict. Just you and the money and no one else, and we can sweep all of your dirt under the rug for good.
Nervous?
Only about getting killed.
I won't let anything happen to you. Promise.
Here he comes. Showtime. Hello, Miss Collins. I told you to come alone. I'm not to be trusted, nor am I interested in your foolish bravado. Give me the file. Funny thing, I didn't come alone either.
Sam, get down! Kill that thing! Let's talk. Boom! Let's talk. Please, I'm unarmed. Don't hurt me. Do you know who I am? No, wait, you're in the photo. You destroyed the lab. I'm Richard Morse. What? No, it's not possible. You know what they say, Silver. Truth is stranger than fiction. Your man Clive did this to me, and you're going to change me back. You must have recovered his files. You have other scientists.
Yes, of course we have all of Clive's research material. We'll do whatever it takes. And just let me make a call.
What? No! You, stop! You can stop running. You've no place left to go. Mr. Midnight, if you know me, then you know surrender's your only option.
And what I know is that you're going to be my second kill tonight.
Wrong! What?
And not so tough without your toy.
That rifle was evidence sculpture.
Yeah, well,
Sorry. You two interrogate the scum. I need to talk to Morse. With pleasure. Morse, we have the killer. We need to talk. I had him, Midnight. I was going to make them change me back, but that sniper took my only chance. Wouldn't have made any difference. What do you mean? This is going to be difficult for you to hear. This is not your body. There's nothing left of you to change back to. Your current form is a semi-organic organism that houses your consciousness or your soul, depending on what you believe. But physically, it's no longer Richard Morse. I'm sorry. Then there's nothing that can be done. Scientifically, no. Beyond that, I don't know. That's out of my realm of expertise. I'm not going to pretend to understand what you're going through right now, Richard, but I need you to see the big picture. The architect behind all of this is still untouched. Ivan Manchester has killed everyone else. He's going to walk away if you don't help me bring him down. And he's something to connect him to all of this. Something tangible.
something like this.
Working late? What? Wait, you're the vigilante. It's midnight. You can have some nerve coming here. I'm not some street punk you can intimidate. No? I've been following a trail of murder. It's Richard Morse, Charles Hayden, Caleb Silver. The trail led me right here. You've got nothing but crass speculation. Oh, I've got more than that. What is that smell? That would be me, Richard Morse. What? Surprised to see me again? It can't be true. Blame Clive and your twisted greed. What do you want from me? I wanted my life back the way it was. Now I know that can't happen. Now I want revenge. But the one thing I realize is I'm not like you. I never want to be like you. The only thing I can have and still keep what little humanity I've left is justice. You're going away for the rest of your life, Manchester. At least I can take solace in knowing that while I may be rotting on the outside, you'll be rotting away from the inside out. They're going to need your carpets cleaned. And there's this. You can keep that cup. I have plenty more. Ironic, thanks to you, Hayden Silver got off easy. Blam! Coward. And then he just...
Yeah, Batman wouldn't react like that to...
No.
Batman would blame himself
Yep.
for having driven a man to suicide.
Hold on, let me double check how that last issue went. And also see who the other character was. Scrolling. Oh, they added that page.
Huh.
They didn't stop the sniper.
Oh.
So that was an added stuff.
Aye.
No, Batman still does the coward bit, but he has a more grim look, like he is blaming himself. Okay. A coward. And he just blew his brain out. Justice gets served, right? So where's the redemption? Have you ever heard the Bible story of Job? No. God said, let's say, to take everything Job had to see if he will remain faithful. He lost his family, friends, possession, even his health. What happened? Job remained faithful through his trials, and God gave him back twice as much. I'm not sure I even believe in God. Not sure? That's a start. Maybe I'll start down and here until I know for sure. As long as you like. You saved a lot of us down here. You're a hero. Ha! Never thought of myself as a hero. Maybe it's time you start. What'd you think?
Well, it is mix of existing things, but it's original enough.
Yep. Oh, so overall, would you like to see this continued?
Yeah, I would probably, if there is something that it continues, would have continued to.
Yeah. So basically, all of this part here was original. What do you think about that? That was an original pink page. I think this leaves things open a bit more. Or is it him correcting a mistake because he didn't have the page count? But what did you like best about this? I think I liked Morse himself.
Yeah, it was. I would say it's a good tragic monsters hero's journey.
Exactly. And I also liked
and there is actually maybe some scenes that could go forward, like what other monsters are still running around.
Exactly.
And that boy and the Moss Man, where did they go? Yep. And
yeah, so much set up for this that they could do more. Also, I like Samantha. I like her.
Yeah, there's like enough that is enough that and not too much. It's one of those characters that it's like we said before, a background or a side character that is given enough but not too much, and that you gives you the positive enough impression that that you want to see more of it.
Exactly. Now, how does this compare to Tenga?
Well, different genres, but and this is a little somewhat darker-ish.
But I say they're equal in their own way.
Yeah, on equal. Yeah, maybe on equal ground with their own strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly.
Maybe another 8.5.
Yeah, I would give another 8.5. And I say, yeah, these two are both very equal in that regard. And a definite strong cases of artists being writers who and still have a good, game and everything. I would say this one was a little less predictable. Actually, no. Which one would you say was more predictable? This or Tenga? Hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm trying to think about what was the predictable stuff in Tenga, and what was maybe predictable thing that most bad guys get by someone else.
I think Tenga was more predictable once you see it when it gets there. When you get to the point, you're like, oh yep, you can figure out, oh yep, this guy's having a bunch of harems and all that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't uber predictable.
Yeah.
But either way, though, both of these were really good.
Yeah.
And I hope both of them, both Aaron and Kevin, are able to do great stuff with these, and now that they own these creations.
Yeah.
Until then, any other final words you want to give?
Not sure. But they were both. But then again, thinking about these were both from 2011.
Yeah, both are.
So have they done actually anything?
They only just got their rights relatively recently. Lopresti a bit sooner because he did it in 2021. And then he's been doing some other indie books, so clearly he hasn't gotten back to it. And McGuire only just got the rights back.
Okay. Well, on the side, they probably could have done some drawing board plans about what to do. And if they have the rights back now, then, hey, just put them all into work.
Exactly. And I say, yeah, both these have. And I think that's clearly why they did this portion here. And what do you think about metal and stone here? Clearly, these are full-on create. I like how you didn't just focus on Midnight.
You
know what I mean? I like that. Just having Midnight be in the place for Batman. He went above and beyond it.
Yeah, there's sort of the mysticism on what and the effect of. Okay, actually, kind of okay. Shadow, Phantom Stranger, but also kind of like with the shade.
Yeah, and obviously metal and sculpture are meant to be like metal men.
Yeah.
But one of them's being made of stone instead. And we don't. And I'm curious on who these characters are.
Oh.
But yeah, again, I really hope he does.
That's another thing that the story going forward could also have a storyline focus on them. Where did they come from? Were they also some people that escaped? And maybe Mr. Midnight was someone who just found them first.
And I say also, as a character that was designed initially to replace Swamp Thing, it works. I could have seen it as a very good replacement.
Yeah.
And this is going
2011 was actually the one when they, what was it? The Brightest Day brought Swamp Thing back.
Yeah, and of course, by that, yeah, exactly. But I would say though, I also think that this was going back to old school Swamp Thing before he had the ability to manipulate the plants and everything.
Yeah. Now that the characters are that much powerful, the story potential is kind of limited. When Swamp Thing was at the same power level as this card, and then there was like had to like pull the weight more.
Exactly.
And work at it. When his character is too powerful, the story potential kind of goes down.
Yeah, definitely. But again, overall, 8.5. Another 8.5.
Yeah,
very
8.5.
good. Yeah, again, similar to Tango, but for different reasons. Yep, that's all else we got to say on this one. Thank you for joining me, Pika. Thanks everyone else. And see you guys on the next one.
And may your heart be your guiding key.